All right, hello guys, welcome back. Today is January 29, 6 p.m. Thursday, the day after FOMC. Just doing a quick recap on today and an outlook for Friday, last day of the week. Hope you guys had a pretty good week. Hope you've been safe. And yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off with NQ, we did get that bearishness I've been watching for and I wanted. And again, you had that inverted. You had this lower high, while I think YM made an equal high. You had the respect of this bearish FVG. So you're having this uh, market structure shift, failing to go higher here. And then, yeah, I mean, come 9 a.m., we displaced lower. And yeah, I mean, let's look at I did take a trade. I did take a position. I had it on MNQ. Now, I wanted to hold for this full TP, but I actually closed early after this 1 minute, which I'll explain why I did what I did. But I mean, it's still a 160 point uh, catch. I'm sorry, 160 point win. So I can't complain after uh, such a rough week, so to say. Um, but yeah, let's get back into NQ and look at why I entered. And, very simply put, you have high, lower high, 830, traded into this bearish order block slash FEG, and then started moving lower, inverted this, continued moving lower, and then you had a FEG here that we used to trade into 930, and then 930. It's really fascinating. It's been doing this a lot where it'll, I'd be in a trade actually, like I would be in this position. Some I think I'd be in like a position like right here maybe, and my stop would be here, and 9:30 would open. I'll be up a little, and it'll go all the way back to break even. And by then, I usually will have my stop at break even because I usually like to go break even at 1 to 1. So it'll stop me out, and then the run will actually happen, and it'll go towards my objective. So it's really fascinating. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to backtest this, but just looking at this idea, we swept this high inside of this FEG, and then from there we continued lower, and that's where a little bit lower, I entered. So I got stopped for break even, and then after respecting it, moving lower, I decided to enter again, and yeah, I mean, not a bad trade at all. I wanted to just target the discount of the range, which was this, and we did get that pretty quick. But I ended up closing for, I think it was somewhere around here. And I don't want to complain. I had a very rough week, and had a very rough day today in terms of trading. I actually broke my rules. I revenge traded. I um, traded not according to my model. I was supposed to wait for some type of sweep of high, and I didn't. So let me tell you exactly what happened this morning. Um, Around this time right here, I decided to enter shorts, like literally at this low right here, and yeah, right here, and then it started moving higher. Um, yeah, and then it started moving higher. I had my stops at this high, which I could have, looking back at it, could have had it right here, and then had my stops all the way up here. Um, but yeah, nonetheless, I had it higher, and then yeah, I ended up getting stopped out, and it kind of shifted my mindset. I was watching ICT, it was live, so he was also saying that he was looking for bullishness. Not that I'm saying he was bullish, but he was just looking for bullishness for that before that 9 a.m. window, and if we didn't get it, then it would be extremely bearish, and that's what happened. But yeah, I took it out of context and I tried to enter again, and I got stopped out again. And I have a max 2 trade limit. So yeah, I broke that rule. I took a third trade with this right here. Um, and I revenge traded, and I entered right after taking a loss, which I know I shouldn't have. Even you guys know when I got on yesterday and I made my outlook, I said I was looking to short. So when I started seeing myself longing, I was like, what am I doing? Or at least looking back at it, I'm like, what am I doing? Um, but yeah, I mean, it's always just a work in progress, trying to get better every day. Some days you might like relapse, but I'm glad it didn't go too far, and I'm happy to be where I am. And I just wanted to be very transparent about this, and I wanted to be uh, very honest with myself. I mean, this is what this is really meant for. This is my journal, my way of putting out my thoughts and my emotions, um, and just holding myself accountable. So yeah, enough of that. I mean, again, I'm not complaining. Taking this short all the way back down here helped me uh, break even. I was down like I think it was 500, and then I took this trade and I made that 500 back. So I mean, yes, I'm happy I made my money back. It could have went very bad though, and I'm not that happy that I broke my rules. And just looking back at it, I'm grateful for everything, obviously, but if I was a little bit more patient, if I waited for my model where I wait for some type of sweep of high or some type of retracement and not enter at a low, then I would have had an even better trade, an even better result, where this would have been like another $500 trade, but I wouldn't have had that $500 loss. So now my account would have been plus 500 rather than break even. So I definitely understand that, and I'm just trying to get better every day. And this is just very inspiring and motivational just to see that I was able to catch, this 5 hour trade, and even even this potentially uh, almost 10 hour trade. I think my stop was a little bit higher, but yeah, I mean, it just blows my mind how hopefully one day I could be doing this. And yeah, enough of that. Looking for tomorrow. Now, if we were to be bearish, we already swept this high, started moving lower, and then came down here and we rejected and moved higher inside of this inverted bullish. So now this is starting to make me think that we might go a little bit higher. We might take this higher, test this high again, maybe this high, and then see what we want to do come to next week. Or, I mean, maybe London goes higher and then New York starts trickling lower, and then now we're in a premium, so now we want to move lower. I don't know. We'll just have to watch and see. Um, but yeah, I could definitely see it be bullish, especially if London moves down into a discount and kind of just accumulates, and then come that New York entry time, look for longs back up into this high. Because again, if we were to be bearish, I mean, this is a good example of being bearish, right? We'd have some type of candle like this, not for example this, where we have a huge wick and then we move higher again. So that's what I'm watching for. And then looking at the dollar, again, same thing. Dollar started moving higher, but now it's looking pretty bearish. I mean, it's looking very weak here. I mean, it failed to go any higher. It like immediate rebalanced. And yeah, I mean, I think it's going to continue to move lower. But again, I won't be surprised if it moves higher. And yeah, it has like a nice little TGIF setup. And then looking at ZB, this confirms or this aligns more with that bullish NQ, how we failed to go below this low. I mean, and then we wicked higher. Um, maybe we use. I know right now it's a little bearish. Maybe we use London, Asia to go for these lows, so they're not so they're not equal, and it's not seen as support. Or maybe we just take it higher from here. We're still in this consolidation, and that's how we're gonna play a consolidation. Um, and yeah, I mean, NQ is also considered to be in this consolidation as well. We're slightly inside of the range or slightly outside of the range, whatever you want to look at it. So just be very careful. Don't end off the week with a bad day, being impatient or taking bad trades against your model. Um, yeah, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Hope you found this insightful. Please take care and be safe.